But as far as like multi-generational wealth, I'm kind of mixed on it. And you would think I wouldn't be as a financial advisor, but I'm also I'm a devout Jewish woman, and I do believe that I believe this, and people are fair to disagree with me here, but I think that God gives you what you have, and
Mm.
that he gives it to you. He doesn't give it if he didn't want you to have it, he would have given it to somebody else. And so I think it's really important that we make good decisions with what we are given in life, and that we
Mm.
use that money properly. And so that probably doesn't mean that you're leaving your kids with massive inheritances, because if you are, then like God would have given it to your kids and not to you, right? You're a
Oh.
steward of that wealth. And so it's like, how are you using it? How are you benefiting the world with it? How are you changing your community with it? How are you, I don't know, helping, like in my case, right, like bringing God's world and light into the world. And
Mhm.
so like that's kind of how I'm thinking about it now. And I've changed my views on this for sure over time. And what we've actually found in my practice through the small amount of research and clients that we have is that generally people do better when their parents don't give them so much. Um, and especially when parents, if they are going to give it, that they don't put so many strings on it. And so what we found is like the trust that people inherit when they have less stipulations, the kid has more freedom and responsibility, right? And therefore
Mhm.
they actually take responsibility of those assets. Whereas when the parents are really trying to protect their kid from themselves, and therefore being like, okay, you get a little bit at 30 and a little bit at 35, and all they do this every 5 years up to 65 to make sure that this trust lasts. And then you're like, okay, now you
Oh.
have like a 65-year-old kid. Like, are you proud of yourself?